What happens to people's bank accounts after a trust is set up? I'm an estate planning lawyer. You can ask an estate planning question in the comments here. My mom did a trust, had it notarized in 2023. When she passed, I took the trust to probate court where they told me it was not filed in court records and is not worth anything. A trust is a private document, and unless you're in a couple of states, which California is not, you do have the ability to file it with court records. We want a trust to be private, but what's essential is making sure that the trust is funded. So if that bank account is either not titled in the name of the trust, or the trust is not the beneficiary of the account, or you are not a beneficiary of the account, it is going to have to go through probate, and the trust will essentially have no value in probate court. And if there is no will, there should be a will, by the way. If you went to a competent estate planning attorney, it's called a pour-over will. The will actually leave everything to the trust. You file the will in probate court, maybe a few months or maybe even a couple of years later, the will goes into that trust. If you are the trustee of that trust, you are responsible for distributing whatever is in that trust now, and now maybe the bank account is in that trust. You are responsible for distributing that to the beneficiaries, which is why we really don't want to deal with this. We want to title that bank account. It should probably have been titled in the name of the trust shortly after that trust was set up in 2023, or possibly making the trust a beneficiary of that account upon her passing. It goes immediately into the trust without having to deal with any sort of probate court. Funding a trust is absolutely essential, because once we have a trust is sort of like a bucket or a treasure chest or a box, and if there's nothing in it, we can't take anything out of it. And if it's empty, it has no power. So putting bank accounts, putting real estate, putting other assets into a trust while you're alive and when the trust has been set up is really essential. We want to avoid situations like this where there is no beneficiary named. The home, or rather the bank account, is just in the name of the person that passes away, because in many situations that can mean probate court, which we really want to avoid.